When armature testing is being performed with the ZTX, the communications cable must first be connected to the host unit.
Now I'm going to demonstrate how to connect your high voltage leads from the AWA or from your DX to the AT101 ZTX armature test accessory. Okay, so the first thing we'd like to do is connect the black ground lead to the left bar here labeled ground lead, lead 2, lead 3. So that's the connection. We're just going to clip that onto that post. And then we're also going to grab lead 3 and connect it, and lead 2 as well. Remember, your leads are labeled 1, 2, and 3. And then test lead 1, where the active voltage is going to come through, we'll connect to test lead 1 bar over here like that. All right, so we'll be conducting an armature bar-to-bar surge test with the ZTX accessory. We want to select the surge test setup button by selecting that. And then here we need to select the armature test feature, checking that box. Then I'll change the screen to the armature test, surge test armature screen. We want to select the appropriate target voltage, in this case 400. Set your volts per division and your microseconds per division as desired for the circuit under test. You select the appropriate hardware, so we're using a ZTX, we'll select the AT101 ZTX. If we were using a power pack that was capable of testing armatures, we'd select the power pack feature. Also want to set the EAR limit appropriately to indicate a failed test. Okay, and so to initiate the test, we're going to push the test button. Make sure our knob is at the minimum position to start the test. And then we'll increase the voltage manually until we achieve the desired test voltage. In this case, 400 volts. Once the test voltage is achieved, you can stop ramping and release the test button, ensuring you have a stable wave, of course. If you're satisfied with the wave, you want to hit that set reference button, and we'll have a warning that will let us know we're about to disable the critical safety feature of your instrument, and so that any time we hit the test button, the voltage is going to go right back up to our test voltage. And of course, we want to do that for armature testing only. Click yes to accept that. And now I'm ready to move on to the adjacent bar, hit the test button again, and now the voltage is automatically going to come right back up to 400 volts. And I just continue to move around the armature from bar to bar, and we make waveform comparisons. In the lower left-hand corner, we have the pulse-to-pulse AR graph that's giving us a bar to indicate the difference in pattern from one bar test to the next bar test. And so here we can see the variation in the AR that's occurring. Yeah, if there's a particular wave pattern we want to save, we want to click this. We want to click the save button before we do the next test. Okay, so if I'm interested in this wave pattern, after you release the test button, then you want to click the save button, and that'll save that particular bar number, and that'll save that waveform. You can save up to 3 additional waves above the set reference wave that we've also saved. So there's a distinct wave difference, and I'll save that one as well. Yeah, so the bar is auto advances with each test. If for some reason there's a problem and you need to back up, you could click the down button, and it would back up that. It'll reverse that bar control number. I'm just going to back up the number. Now we would be on 15 now, but I'm going to redo 14. Hit the button again, and it'll just override that last wave pattern.
Save it.
We'll do the final, save the last bar there, close the tester screen, and then hit the save results. And then you can go back to your data, and you can view all the waveforms that you saved, as well as the different, if you want to include the reference as a comparison as well. And on the bottom here we have the reference versus the test EAR percentage.